PEI. It was great. Lovely girl sent me this. And this is the lobsters and everything. I thought I'd just mention them again. We had a great time. Do you remember any of it?
A little bit. The island is like the beloved lobster. Once in its grip, you can't. I got out on Tuesday. It was a cat that kept me there, not a lobster, but it's a long story. Anyway, great time.
Yeah, we did. We really did. And you enjoyed yourself as usual. But
everybody did. The whole crew. I don't think we've ever had such a great social as well as a professional.
I didn't. I was in my room. Well, you went with your friends down there.
You were getting over a cold. It was in your best interest to
take it easy.
No,
I didn't get a cold. I was a little hoarse. Anyhow, both teams look dopey. They've been there. T.O.'s been there since Wednesday. They both look a little dopey. And but you know, you can still look bad like Vancouver. They're so good and they're still up 2-0. Let's go.
Two great defensemen getting big goals for their teams. One this afternoon from the St. Louis, amazing St. Louis.
Yes, sir. Elliot, we could go into that again. Another shutout. Anyhow, Jackman, Barrett Jackson, one of my best. Watch this here guy. This guy is, I just love him. Look at he gets a shot on. Now, why am I showing him? Because he doesn't get too many goals. Beautiful, puts a shot on net. I kind of wonder it was tipped. Anyhow, see how the guys love it when a guy like that gets it, for sure. Now, Sheldon Brookbank, brother of Wade, Lanigan, Saskatchewan. Another one. Now, watch, folks. I'm going to ask you to give me pearls at the end there. Right? See how everybody's so happy for him? Because they don't score many goals. And watch this here. And that's the way I always get them in. Now, can you give me pearls? Remember I asked you at the start. Watch now. Watch. Freeze it on pearls. You'll see him. And watch when he comes here. Watch. Freeze it on him. No, get his glove down. Get the glove down. Up. Look at his face, eh? Just so happy. You don't know what it's like to play on a team when a guy doesn't get many goals. And Lovett, go ahead.
2 minutes left. That was a tying goal for Brookbank, and Brodeur looked at him thinking, who was that? It was one of the most beautiful goals last night. New Jersey tomorrow night on Hockey Night in Canada, by the way.
Oh, go ahead.
So Carey Price.
Carey Price. Now, look, I don't want it to be. I've always said, upheld my theory, never for a defenseman to give the stick. And I'll tell you why. Don't show it yet. Because you're both at disadvantage. First of all, you can't clear it, and the other guy goes like this. You're better off to one guy be 100% like George, right this. Now watch what Price does when he goes to hand him up. Watch it. Now watch. We have a close-up of it, and he goes to hand him, and see, he doesn't need it. See that? Now he pushes him away. Go ahead, push him away. See, now when you get the close-up, you're better off him having the puck to clear it. Go away, get out of my way. He knows what he's doing. And I've always said that. When I see him give the defense, I go, how stupid. So kids don't do that.
Bunch of first NHL goals, unfortunately, Eric Wellwood, not yours. That's really sad.
Well, no, Eric, I can't show it. You know why. One of my buddies looks bad on it. Your second goal, I'll show it. Okay?
But let's get to Dwight King.
Dwight King, go ahead. Give it to Dwight King. Meadow Lake, Saskatchewan. And it's his first goal. He'll always remember it. And we think there it is again. Watch this. Up it goes.
Jordan Nolan.
Joel Nord from St. Catharines. Puts it out. Son of Teddy Nolan, as we know. And now Ryan Reeves. Play those tough guys from Winnipeg. His dad was a CFL football player. You play the tough guys, they'll come through. Was that the winner?
That was a game, 1-0 goal.
Yeah, all right. Yes, sir.
Blues.
My buddies, go ahead.
Want to show your picture?
All right, thanks. All right. You know how people say Detroit, I'm so sick and tired of hearing about Detroit. Detroit doesn't fight, and how good they are. Absolutely right. Kenny Holland and Babcock got another way, but I'd just like to show you this, how people and the newspapers, this is Ottawa, look at this, Zach Smith and Tyler Strachan. This is what they show. You know why? Because it sells papers and people want it. You're right. Detroit, you're right, doesn't fight at all. They're not tough. But you know the number one team in the league that fights? New York Rangers. And where are they? And Boston Bruins, the two most exciting teams of all. Now, here's the way I've got it figured. They're going to be the New York Rangers and the Boston Bruins in the finals, Detroit and Vancouver in the semifinals, I mean. And 3 out of the 4, and Vancouver, you think they're not tough now? They got Lapierre, they got Weiss, they've got Volpatti, they've got Bitts now. And believe it or not, their defense has 11 fights.
Bieksa would be heartbroken if you didn't mention
Well, Bieksa, I'm going to say, and they don't play Albers because they're not playing a tough team in Toronto. Right. And Ballard's got 4 goals. I'm missing one now.
Rome, did you say?
No, I didn't say Rome. Anyhow, they've got a tough team right now. I'll mention them after. They've got a tough team. Boston's not going to push them around anymore. And that's what I say. When I hear this stuff of Detroit, that's their big thing, the Europeans and that. But
For
number
sure.
one...
They scout skill. They want the guys that, in fact, they say they'll take a guy's skill and play puck possession.
Yes, puck possession. All I'm saying, the other three teams are packed everywhere they go, and I'm not going to get into that. Now, watch this Lapierre and Bitts, the guys I'm talking about. You have to play. You're going to show that there? Goal, Maholda's goal. These are two guys that can throw them and can play. You cannot have guys sit on the bench for a minute. They've got to play at least 8 or 9 minutes. Now, watch this beautiful play that's there. Those guys can play. If you have these guys, they can play. And New York and Boston and Vancouver are up at the top of the fighting. They're top, and they'll always be there. You have to be tough to play this game.
And that was a pièce de résistance, my fault, but Ryan White fits right into that category. We should show his pack, because Ryan called up by Montreal. Had an unbelievable
You got to watch this. This was my big thing. Watch. He's got a sports hernia, and you were supposed to call this.
Well, I
and now
the paper first by
now
mistake.
watch. He takes on him by one of my bite. Look, he says, good fight. See that? And he looks down. He says, good fight. Sticks his tongue out. This guy is something else, boy. This is the guys you win with. He plays about 6 or 7. All those guys play. Bitts, Lapierre, Weiss, all those guys play. They're the guys you win with. And that's all I've got to say on that. Fighting is part of the game, and it'll always be. He wants to take on anybody. Funny thing is, Bitts just come back from a sports hernia, too. You know why?
Boy.
They get into it right away to see if they still got it.
They have the stomach for it?
Oh.
Moral of the story is, to do their bits, they need max ice time. Am I right? Don Cherry in the Coach's Corner on Hockey Night in Canada.
Coach's Corner on CBC.